Hi everybody, I'm Brad Giglio, personal training director here at Fit For You Health Club. I'm here to introduce you to Fort Fit. All right, Fort Fit's our functional playground. We're located here on South Garfield, right next to our old place, just down from the airport, right across from the old La Senorita. I'm gonna have Bethany pan around so you can see the whole thing. As you can see, we got a lot of equipment. We got racks, we got rings, we got dip bars, barbells, rower weights, garage doors for sprints, anything and everything that you could ever want in a place to do functional fitness, which is awesome. As you can see, I'm all sweaty. I just got done doing a bunch of this stuff so I can show you guys some of the things in the videos that I want to show you. Now basically what we're going to be doing, I'm going to talk about training for King of the Mountain Challenge, all right? That's going on in Mount Holiday, September 6th and September 7th. All right, get signed up. Get in there, get your teams going. All right, I'm just gonna try and show you a couple little tips that kind of help get you trained up, even though they're only a few weeks out. It's one of those things that'll kind of help get you prepped for the game. All right, and now I'm gonna show you a couple exercises. All right, so here we are right now on our rack system. This was built by Triton. Okay, one of my buddies in the military helped me out. For all you guys that don't know me, I was in the Army for 6 years, Special Forces for 2, Airborne Ranger for the rest of it. Okay, so I'm really used to this kind of training, which is why I'm going to help you guys with the King of the Mountain thing. It's military based. Okay, we got a lot of military personnel helping design the course, helping to run the course to make it as realistic as physically possible and mentally challenging. All the kind of things that we would go through in the military. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll show you a couple stabilization exercises. This is going to be dips. Obviously, I got my Olympic rings. Okay, really easy to get. Obviously, you can come here and use them. Just check out the website and get signed up. Okay, right here, I'm going to show you some stability stuff. All right, rings. As you can see, I'm holding myself. I'm a little bit shaky. Okay, that's all those stabilizer muscles that are firing. The reason those are good is because those are the ones that get tired the quickest. It's not our big muscles that we work all the time. It's those little stabilizers. So if we don't train them, they get weak. Okay, so for example, dips. You want to pull yourself up over a log, for example. You're doing the course, you got to learn how to pull yourself over a log. Doing things like this, ring dips. Okay. Down nice and low, up, down. It really helps train those stabilization muscles to make it a lot easier. You can even bring your feet right out, hold it nice and strong. Okay? Different things like that will really help emphasize that physical strength that you need to do this course. Come back and with a couple more here in a minute. Okay, now I'm back again, okay? Got a couple tools here. I got my backpack, all right? This is my old Alice pack that I had when I first joined the Army back in 2004. I love this thing. I use it for everything. I got a couple gloves here. Very easy. Just your standard kind of mechanics gloves. Helps with your grip, especially if you get all sweaty in your training. This kind of stuff really helps. Now what I'll do with this is I'll strap this on. I'll put some of those rubber weights in it, maybe a heavy ball. I'll run down the road. I'll hop up on the bar, do pull-ups, dips even, jump squats. Anything to add some extra resistance, this kind of bag is perfect for it, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my gloves on, and I'm going to show you a couple different kinds of pull-ups that you can do. Now pull-ups are good because they really help emphasize your upper body strength. A lot of people can't just pull themselves up. It's one of those things that you really have to train to do. But for a challenge like the King of the Mountain, it's extremely important. If you don't have that upper body strength, you're going to rely a lot more on your core and your legs. You're going to get tired a lot easier because those are really big muscles. Okay? So now that I got these on, right? Now you can go bear grip. You can go bear grip. I mean, that's fine. I like to use these every now and then if my hands get really, really sweaty. So then that way I can concentrate on the exercise, not so much about slipping off. Okay? This bar here is about 9 feet. Okay? I'm going to show you a couple different kinds of pulls. I'm going to do strict, and I'm going to do what they call a kipping pull. Okay? So we hop up here, make sure I can jump and don't miss it. All right, so now that you're here, you got about your basic arm's length just outside my shoulders. For a strict pull-up, you want to stay nice and straight. You can even tuck your feet if you want to, doesn't really matter. Straight up, over the bar, straight back down. Okay, straight up, straight down. Biggest thing is make sure you get that chin up over the bar. That really helps emphasize that squeeze between your shoulder blades and make sure that muscle's working, going all the way down and all the way up. Okay? Next is a kip. A kipping pull-up while I'm hanging here. Basically what you want to do is you want to throw your pelvis forward and your feet back. Now what this ends up being a little bit more aerobic because you get a little bit of a swing. So kip and then pull, kip and then pull. So kip, pull, kip, pull, kip, pull. All I'm doing and using a little bit of momentum to help me get myself up over the bar. It's good, you can usually do more of those than just strict pull-ups. So it's a good kind of way to burn yourself out, especially at the end. All right, coming at you, a few more here in a second. All right, here we are back again. I'm over here on my climbing ropes, all right? We got 15-foot climbing ropes that go all the way to the ceiling. You might be able to see there's a few handprints out there of people that actually got to the top, which is awesome, okay? One of the main things with climbing rope is using your legs. A lot of people don't like to use their legs. They want to use straight upper body, which is great, but if you're doing something like a competition, you're gonna get tired really fast, okay? So one of the main things here is I'm gonna kind of have Bethany look in on it, is how you wrap your leg and use the rope. So use your legs to your advantage. Now what I'm gonna do is once I'm here, I hop up and I pinch. So you can see I'm pretty much just holding this thing with my legs, not so much my upper body. So that way when we climb it, we just pinch, pinch. So I can get up here really easy like, and I'm not using a whole lot of upper body weight. Okay, but if you want to train yourself to get stronger, obviously you can climb this without using any feet. These here are close enough to where you can actually slide each hand up. Okay, so I can do this. I can climb, okay, I can climb with no hands. Fantastic. Realistically, I'm not going to do that. If I'm in a competition, that's wearing out too much energy. For training though, that's good because you're building up that muscle stamina. You're working on that grip. Same thing here. Okay, I can grab these independently and basically kind of slide my hands up as I go. So I'm here, grab, grab, grab. Okay? You just kind of slide it up. Not too hard. A little bit tougher with gloves. You give them too much grip. Bare hand is actually a little bit better. Okay? Next thing here, Olympic rings. Okay? Anybody seen a gymnast or watch gymnastics on TV? Those people are amazingly strong, right? A lot of core strength, amazing athletes, okay? This kind of stuff for us, for a competition such as this one for the King of the Mountain, isn't necessarily so, like we're gonna have rings on the course, but it helps develop that core strength. Helps develop that strength so that way, when you're doing that kind of stuff, it's that much easier. If you train harder than what you're doing is gonna be easy. That's the military way, is expect anything, train for everything. Okay? So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you kind of like a hold that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop up, I'm just gonna hold myself straight up. I'm gonna pull myself up a little bit. I'm actually gonna turn around so I can still talk to you. So I'm gonna use my core, bring myself up, nice and straight. Here, okay? Now what I'm actually gonna do is pull. Pull myself up, lower myself down. Pull myself up, lower myself down. Everything is controlled. Okay? Everything is controlled. If you get too much swing, you're not using enough core. All right? It's not meant to be something that you can do 30, 40 times, 50 times. It's meant to be something that taxes the body. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit out of breath. I'm obviously sweating. Okay? So this kind of stuff works, and I'm just doing demos. Okay? Now, how you put that together is really up to you. You can push yourself as hard as you want to be pushed. This is just some examples, okay? I got one more for you here in a second. All right, last little thing. Obviously, I've showed you guys a lot of stuff. A lot of it's upper body. The reason I'm showing you a lot of upper body stuff is people lose creativity with their upper body. With something like this, right? A big old Triton rack, we can do all kinds of stuff. There's not too many places, I think actually any places in town that have something as awesome as this, all right? So if you want to take advantage of things like this, which obviously I think that you should, come here, come to Fit For You. Talk to us about Fort Fit, ask for me, I'd love to show you around, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of show you how you can kind of use this thing as kind of like your own little personal monkey bar section, okay? Monkey bars with your kids, everybody loves them, but it actually takes quite a bit of energy to be able to do that kind of stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop off, I'm just gonna show you some bar-to-bar transitions, hopefully without hurting myself, okay? All right, so all I'm gonna do is just slide over, slide, slide, try to control the body as best you can. Little up. Switch hands, come around. Maybe you throw a couple pull-ups in. All right. Maybe you switch hands. Do another pull-up again. But as you can see, you can just get really creative. All right, that's just a little bit of stuff. All these things are new to me too, so I'm learning with you guys. This kind of stuff gives me the chance to show you what I know. I would love for you to come in and show me what you know. If you'd like to train like this, or at least are interested, come in. come see me, Fit for You on Garfield, aka Fort Fit right here in Garfield. Don't forget, sign up for that King of the Mountain Challenge, and let's see what you got. Once again, I'm Brad Giglio, personal trainer right here at Fit for You Health Club. Thank you very much, and good luck.